Hello, I'm Richard Hooper and this is Sat TV Week. Now I'm pleased to be joined by Jacob Keret of Spacecom. Jacob, we've spoken many times before and I normally ask you about what's happening in the market, but I've changed the question this time. AMOS 17, your new satellite. How's it in production? What's it going to do?
Okay, it's a pleasure talking to you again. AMOS 17 right now is in production. It's going to be tested in the next few months with a planned launch the Q2 2019. Everything is going basically with this program according to schedule. It is manufactured by Boeing. It will have a digital payload with a channelizer, very advanced satellite. It will have a multi-band payload with C, KU and KA. We will have basically HTS C-band spot beams all over sub-Saharan Africa with a very high throughput. We will have their KU band capacity, which is suitable for DTH operators. And we will have also a KA band that can provide broadband services and other governmental services in Africa, Middle East and Europe.
Now you mentioned the digital payload and that is quite interesting for the new satellite. Well, why is that so special?
It is so special because it provides us the flexibility to provide our customers with, I would say, a tailor-made proposal. Meaning we can uplink from any place that in Europe, Middle East, India or China, downlink in Africa, and we can do that with every band. So like uplink in KU, downlink in C, vice versa, or uplink in KA, downlink in KU. So this is one of the great advantages that we have with this digital payload. The other thing is that with the digital payload you can basically suppress the interferences from other customers. So each one of the customers get its own segment within the transponder, which is interference free. So there are many advantages of this digital payload that does not exist in the standard or analog satellites platforms.
Now you're obviously already talking to customers and potential customers. How are they receiving the news on this new satellite?
Basically, first we signed a pre-launch agreement a while ago for the KA band capacity. Half of this capacity is already pre-sold. So this is a good sign that we design a well-designed satellite. We're seeing a lot of demand, especially for the C-band HTS spot beams. We are aiming into the mobile network operator segment. This segment is still growing. Cellular backhaul is one of the applications which is quite fast growing in sub-Saharan Africa, and we see a lot of appetite for that. So I would assume that in the next coming months we will have some announcement of a pre-launch contract.
Now, as I say, we've spoken many times before. I always ask you about the market, but the market is evolving. There are plenty of disruptive technologies coming into the market. There's talk of 5G, you name it, it's all on the horizon. What's your view on it?
Well, just to continue regarding the cellular operators that are using satellite capacity, of course, for cellular backhaul, for 4G and in the future for 5G. This is something which is happening, and everybody today has a smartphone, even in Africa, low-cost smartphone that can be used even to watch television. And for that they would need the satellite capacity. So this segment is growing. We see some customers on the broadcast area that are moving from SD to HD, of course, and from HD to 4K. This is also evolving. Basically the broadcast market is quite stable. We see some growth in Africa, but stable in Europe and in Israel. We see more demand in the mobility segment. So in-flight entertainment and maritime, these segments provide more and more appetite for satellite services. And of course we see also what is happening regarding the LEO-MEO constellation. Time will tell if this will be successful.
But as far as Spacecom go, what's your immediate challenge? You've got the new satellite coming online, or will come online. You're sold some of the space. What's the next challenge for you?
The immediate challenge is to pre-sell services on AMOS 17, as it is going to be launched next year. And I would say the medium-term challenge is to decide if and with whom we are going to invest in the next generation satellite. Either it would be a GEO satellite with HTS or very high throughput satellite, or maybe also going into the LEO-MEO constellation. But for that we will need to have some partners, because we are not a big company, so we will have to, and that's what we are doing right now, talking with other providers to see where we can fit in.
Jacob, exciting times ahead. Thank you for talking to me.
Thank you very much, appreciate, and have a good show.